Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, I am Penge, and welcome back to MMORPG Tycoon 2, where of course we are back with some more lovely CupboardQuest, and we are here overlooking the city area of the Humes Heights, because we spent much of the last part building this area up, and it looks really pretty. I think this looks very nice indeed. It's a snowy area, so it's all snow covered, the sky is filled with snow, lots of snow covered mountains in the background. I would love it if we could just get some people skiing. That would be excellent. If we could put a little ski resort up on that mountain, have ourselves some ski slopes going down here, maybe like the ski cable car things going along. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? That would finish this place off quite nicely. So we spent quite a bit of time working on this. It's not finished, unfortunately. It's got all the basic buildings in that you'd expect from a sort of a town area. So it's got the inns and the taverns and the sort of landmarks and all the shops and stuff. It also has a henge, very important, and some of the bits and bobs and rocks and things. It also has this middle bit in where they've got themselves lots of campfires and sort of burning things. It's a shame they're not actually on, because the idea of that was that they were supposed to be on and burning, and this is kind of the middle where people can come to get warm. It's a little bit sort of Frostpunk-esque, where the middle of the village is the warmest, and then it gets a little bit cooler as you go out to the sides. So you have to imagine that they're lit and burning merrily away, and everyone can come around here and, they can get their hands warm and warm up a little bit, maybe get some marshmallows on sticks and toast them and stuff like that. But other than that, it's relatively empty. I would like to put some buildings in. The plan is to put some houses in here. The only thing is, the actual scenery houses, the ones down here, the set dressings, cost 1,000 each. If we look at that, that is 1,000 monies. And we currently only have 1.5 grand. We're quite poor at the moment. And I think a lot of the costs that we spent last time, obviously, yes, we spent things on, the buildings and all the different bits and bobs. But the main expense was this just here, because we put in one of the Raven flight points. So we have ourselves a connection to the majestic Sky Pigeon network, but they're really expensive. They're very expensive indeed. So a great big chunk of our cash has gone on that just there. But at least it's in, so people can fly over to here now if they want to. But yeah, I would like to get some more buildings in. I think that's going to be our next sort of job around here. Of course, we didn't just work on that in isolation. If we go over here, we can see the new monsters that we created last time out. Ooh, a little bit of save lag going on there. So these guys here, these are the Yetis, and there they are. So these guys did like tea, but now they had coffee once, and now they're really angry because their taste buds are just malfunctioning and all over the place, and they can't taste their beloved tea anymore because the coffee has made their taste buds go all sorts of wonkaloids. So that's why they've become very cross and furious and generally sort of grumpy and bad guys. But they've got their own little bit over here as well with some logs to sit on, and they can reminisce about how once they could taste tea and various other little bits and bobs just to make it look all sorts of pretty. So we worked on this last time. It seems to be relatively popular. I mean, there's 90 people in here right now. It's not really been going that long. So I'd like to think that maybe people are going over there. It's, it's a nice place. It's very pretty. There's some monsters to go and fight. There's some stuff to look at. So the explorers should be okay. If you like a bit of combat, you can go and do a bit of combat over there. So that's good. One thing we are going to do today, we're going to have a look at maybe trying to look at what people are thinking about all of our different player classes. Because we did see last time quite a few subscribers bail out, and it's kind of at the turn of midnight, lots of subscribers sort of left, and I'm wondering if it's because our player classes are slightly unbalanced. So we need to go and have a look and just see if we can balance them out. We also are going to we're going to create a new player class and a new monster as well. I've got an idea for both of those. One of them is I really like. One of them is sort of based on something we've already got in the game, but making it a little bit evil and sinister. So we'll work on that as well. Incidentally, in the somebody left a comment in the previous video, which is indeed pinned now. So it's the pinned comment on the previous video where we introduced the Yetis, which was a kind of a backstory about their sort of where they came from and why the terrain is so big and stuff. And it's really good. It's a really good kind of concept idea for why the terrain is massive and what happened to these. And if you want to go and check that out, just have a look at the last video, just the previous one. And it is the pinned comment. But essentially they sort of the Yetis and the mushroom elves kind of come from the same line, but some terrible accident happened a gazillion tea times ago, and it meant that they sort of went different ways. So the mushroom elves ended up over here, trapped in the mushroomy bit of the world, and the yetis ended up trapped over here in this sort of cold, mountainous bit of the world. But yeah, they did have a common ancestor, which I do quite like. I like the idea of that. That's very, very good. So yeah, go and check it out. It's very, very good. Whoever made the comment, apologies. I can't remember anybody's names, but it was a top comment. Well done. It was very good indeed. So let's go and have a look now. Let's have a little look at what we can do with either nerfing or sort of buffing up the player characters. So what have we got here? The scouts, S. Now, as far as I'm aware, S is the top tier. It's an odd thing. I don't really know why S is the top. I would have probably done A, B, C, D, E, F or something, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But no, S apparently is the top. So the scouts are an S. The warriors are an S. Okay, that's good. Treants are an S. Okay, right, it's all looking good. Mushroom elves are an S. Okay, it all looks pretty samey. The master brewers are a D. Okay, right. They're struggling a little bit. Nobody wants to go and become a master brewer, even despite their appearance. I mean, who wouldn't want to look like this? I want to look like this. I want to wear those clothes in real life and go to work dressed like this. So what can we do to buff these guys up? Right, if we put auto buff, what are you going to suggest? So if we're going to buff the master brewer, our designer suggests that we buff the cost of small cuppa ability to use a little bit less mana. Okay, how about we say yes to that? Because they've got entirely buffs. They just said, hello, can we please have some buffs? There's no nerfs, there's no debuffing going on, no requests anyway. So small cuppa is now minus 1.9 to cause some damage to the target. What if we make that just really extreme? What if we say 1 mana causes 1 health damage? Let's see if that actually helps. Now this won't obviously tick around quite yet. But everyone else seems to be okay. They're all S's. They're all S tiers. So it's not like any is lagging behind. They're all pretty good. Okay. Popularity of the mushroom elves is 14. Scouts is 39. Warriors is 27. Treants is 18. I mean, that kind of goes with the territory of the game, I guess, because the Scouts and the Warriors were the original 2 player classes. So they were there first. So they're always going to be the most popular ones. Are they not? Because most people have become them. Okay. They've got lots of requests to nerf. More requests to nerf. Okay, let's auto nerf you. Let's just do that. So a fine time for tea. Oh, I don't want to meddle with the fine time for tea ability. I don't like that. What about barrage? Missile range. What about it using self-rage of 1.5? So let's nerf them a little tiny bit. Just make that ever so slightly different and probably really annoy everybody. What are the nerfs on you? 618 requests to nerf you. Oh my word. Self-rage cost to activate. How about 1.5 then? It costs 1.5 rage to activate your beatdown ability. Okay, and we'll see what that does. Request for nerf 238 for them and 258 for the mushroom elves. Oh my goodness me. Why can't everyone just get along? Why can't people just get along? Also, what do these do? There's a Brew Furno. Does no cost to activate. Really? Did I not have a cost to activate that one? But a target health of minus 1.5. Small cuppa is you restore some health on your target. I wonder if that works because we haven't got gaming parties. Because people are not able to sort of club together and go exploring as a team. I wonder if that is just a completely pointless thing. Like, conceptually, in my head, it works fine. If you're with a load of people, they're essentially the cleric. They're the cleric who heals everyone up. But in terms of the game as it is right now, I wonder if that's not doing anything. So all they've got is this. They've just got something that can cause 1.5 health damage. Maybe we give them another slightly more powerful attack that can appear at level 3 just to give them something else. Just to boost them up a bit from this D tier. So yeah, let's do that. So let's go to here. Learn it at level 3. What are those two? Missile and melee. Let's have another missile range one. Let's have that. It can have something like a 3-second cooldown. Okay, right. What do we want to call it and what's it going to do? Okay, there we go. That's done. I've moved it back down to level 1 because I thought maybe people wouldn't want to bother playing up to level 3 to get this new ability. So the new power that the Master Brewers are going to have at level 1 is going to be the Spiritual Teapot. It's a bit of a riff on D&D's spiritual weapon, where you can sort of conjure up anything you like, really, and go and bash things with it. So this is going to conjure up at missile range, so at distance, a magical spiritual teapot that's just going to just bash the baddies on the head. That's the kind of the idea. Maybe it could poke them in the eye with the spout bit, I don't know. But that's the plan. So we're going to have a spiritual teapot. It's going to cost 1 mana to produce out of the magical ether of nothingness, and it's going to cause 2 health damage. And of course, it's a lovely blue colour, like to match their sort of coat and stuff. So that'll do. Let's see if that actually helps. I think they only get updated when the day rolls round, so we'll have to see if more people now become Master Brewers. Because of the 7,134 subscribers, 71 of them are Master Brewers. And that's not a very good sort of ratio there. Yes, okay, they've not been around as long as the other classes, but that's still not very good, is it? So let's see if people actually go and become Master Brewers a bit more. So we'll have to just keep an eye on that. I wonder what happens if we auto buff now. Spiritual Teapot actually asks for less mana. Do you know what? We'll leave it as it is for now. We'll leave it as it is for now and just see what happens. We'll see if that actually sort of pings into life and whether people become Master Brewers. Okay, right, that's good. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll sort of keep following it and just make sure that the nerfs and the buffs and everybody seems to be relatively happy with the player characters. Okay, so down here in reports, there is a little experimental kind of tool thing. So it says there, it's the Thoughts Report, a heat map display of the most common thoughts of subscribers and where they occurred. So this could be very, very handy. So for example, the scenery is really nice here. We can focus in on that and see where people are thinking of this. And indeed, you can see where people are thinking the scenery is nice. And it is in all the big sort of urban areas and kind of in the middle of there in the little Crystal Canyon thing. Okay, that's good. I like this town. Let's have a look and see where that's coming up. So I like this town. Where are you appearing? If we go off that, they appeared then for a second, then it went away. Okay, so a few, okay, it seems to be fairly even. Not much in there right now, not much in the Hume's Heights, but that's not really sort of a finished area just yet. It's not really complete, but loads of people are loving it in there. It's too crowded here. That might be very useful indeed. So nothing really obvious there. A little bit in there. So a tiny bit in the Ebba Forest and the home of the Mushroom Elves. That's about it. I think that is about it. Now, what level region is that? Hang on, that's a level 3 region. So is this. This is a level 3 region. Come over here. Come over here and have a little explore around the Hume's Heights. Because that's lovely. I like percentage S. Yep, don't we all? Often I while away the hours looking at percentage S's myself. I don't really know what that's supposed to be doing. I imagine that's not quite right. And percentage S is pretty funny. 13 times. Somebody is hilarious. I don't know who it is. Oh, look, are they over there? Oh, okay. I think it's somebody over here is really funny 13 times. Here on this mysterious spot just there. Okay, fine. Well, there we go. That was not as useful as I thought it was going to be. We can sort of see that the Hume's Heights is not as popular as other places. But again, it's very new. It's very new. It's not been sort of fully set up yet. So I think it'll get there eventually. You'll give it time. And I think we'll see that becoming very, very popular. Right, what we're going to do now is, let's go into here. We've got ourselves some more monsters to design. So what we're going to do first is, we've got a penguin thing just here. This is a berserker. I love the idea of a berserk penguin. And that's very, very good. I do like the idea of this. Because, it's a penguin wearing a bow tie. I mean, what's not to like? This is almost the perfect kind of character model. But of course, it will need a hat. All the good baddies need a decent hat. So what we're going to do is we shall introduce this monster here because it being a penguin, it kind of works well with fitting into this sort of cold area. So we might put, say, a wall of penguins at the edge there. A terrifying wall of penguins. So we need to just sort of sort this out a little bit because as much as I like the idea of a berserker penguin, there might be a better name for it. I need to go and think about that a little bit. And yeah, we need to give it a hat. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty good. Maybe we'll change its beak colour or something, and maybe the bow tie colour. But I mean, there's nothing else too much that we need to change because that is a walking penguin wearing a bow tie, and that's brilliant. I think we should call this the Oblivion Penguin, because it looks all sorts of adorable and sweet, doesn't it? Waddling along with its little bow tie and its little beak. But really, this is a master of evil. This thing is all sorts of sinister. So we should call it an Oblivion Penguin. We might give it a touch more health, I think. And it's going to be full of rage. It's going to be very, very angry as the Oblivion Penguin. It's going to be really, really cross. Maybe it's not going to be quite as quick, because, yeah, it's got to waddle about, but it's going to be really, really cross. Maybe that's why it's so cross, because it's a bit slow. So there we go. So we'll stick with that. Abilities-wise, we want to make it a little bit sort of stronger. I'm not really bothered with sort of naming the attacks and stuff of the baddies, but so we've got a generic attack, which causes, they need a bit of rage, and then it causes 1 health. And then they've got beatdown, which is they use rage and cause 3 health damage. I know that gives them rage. Of course it does. That gives them rage and causes a little bit of damage. And that one there uses a little bit of rage and causes quite a chunk of damage. Can we have a level 1 thing here as well? Can we have a missile range thing for 5-second cooldown? I haven't really thought through what we need to call it yet, but it's a penguin. What about it can throw its bow tie? What about that? Maybe it could pick up take off its bow tie and throw it, and it's like a sort of sharpened bow tie or something. Like your chap in James Bond threw his shoes. This guy, no, not his shoes. That was Austin Powers. His hat. He threw his hat, didn't he? The man in Austin Powers threw his shoes. Yeah, but he could throw his bow tie. Maybe he could do that. So let's have, so it's going to take self-rage. So self-rage of, no, that's giving them the thing. So self-rage of -2, so not 210. That's really not going to work, is it? So self-rage of 2 for target health of 4. And, what about bow tie? Does it have an apostrophe? It does now. Bow tie blitz. There we go. A bow tie blitz. And it can be, I don't know, it can be a sinister black colour, because that's the colour of Oblivion or something like that. There we go. So missile range, 5-second cooldown. But yeah, bow tie blitz. So I quite like that. And I don't want to do too much with the character model. I would like to give it a hat, because I think it needs a hat. What kind of hat would an Oblivion Penguin have? I do not know. I'm not entirely sure. I don't see it having a spiky sort of hat. I don't see it having those. How about one of those? How about one of those hats? Can we make it... How big can we make the hats? How big can we... Yes. Oh, that's brilliant. Yes. Okay, right. Can we have an entirely massive hat? Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. It's a giant hat with a penguin underneath. Do you know what? I like that. I think we're going to keep that. Absolutely, we're going to keep that. That looks ridiculous. That is just all sorts of very, very silly indeed. Right, okay. Everything else I think I'm pretty happy with. What can you turn it into a terrifying... Yes. Oh, that is brilliant. That is an Oblivion Penguin right there. Oh, yes. Gone is the waddle and in come the weird little sort of spidery legs. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yes, keep that. Yes. The Oblivion Penguin is taking shape. Okay, colours then. I want to fiddle about with the colours a little bit. Again, don't want to change it too much. So, yeah, like that colour. What's this? Can we change the hat? Is that the hat? Right, it's eyes. The eyes can be... Oh, look at that. Yes. Just like its attack colour. Like eyes into the void of Oblivion. That's the colour of its skin. Yes, we'll keep that. That's its beak colour. Can we make that a little bit angrier? A little bit orangier? Sort of like that colour. Yeah, okay, that's good. This is the colour of the hat. What colour do we want this hat? I mean, I always lean over toward the hot pinks. What about purple? What about purple for the Oblivion Penguin hat? Yeah, like that colour. I like that. And this is going to be the band around the middle of the hat. In which case, we will go for a delightful hot pink. There we go, look. Oh, that looks wonderful. I don't know what that's doing. That is changing the colours of bits of the legs, but we don't have anything like that on there. And then we've got this. This is the colour of the bow tie. Now, I'm tempted to put it as another sort of Oblivion black bow tie because, let's just save that, because the colour of the bow tie blitz is also black. So that would work out quite well. I like that. That looks very, very good. I mean, the fact that it's got a massive, utterly ludicrous hat is fantastic. But then the fact that it's walking on these sort of slightly creepy, spidery legs. Oh, that's wonderful. There we go. The Oblivion Penguin is complete. And look at it, the hat doesn't even fit on the thing. Let's put a few of those down. Let's drop a few Oblivion penguins in. I think over here, I kind of think maybe just a little gathering of them in that corner. And we'll put some rocks or something around. So, they're sort of hidden away in their little penguiny corner. But maybe they've got some rocks to protect them or something. So let's drop those in. Let's get ourselves... where would they be? Where would they be? They're in here. An Oblivion penguin with their ludicrous hat. So yeah, we'll put just a few of them just there like that. And then we will come out of that. We'll go to here. We shall go to that. We'll make it a high density area for them. So apply that. So lots of those. Is it connected to a network? Yep, it should be. It should have plenty of network connection when we actually move the game on. And yeah, we just need some scenery now. We just need to sort of hide this away and then maybe have a path coming in from this angle. Maybe the path can go straight in. So let's grab the path from this corner. We'll just put the path into there like that. And then we'll just get some basic scenery stuff. Get some of this and we will just put it round it. I think rocks might be quite good. How about two big... Oh, the crystally things are just massive, aren't they? They're just huge. We'll have one there and one on that side. And then the rest might just have to be big rocks like this. So we'll just sort of, we'll tilt the rocks around because they've got mysterious writing on as well. So we'll do that and that. Have all the rocks got writing on? Yes, they have. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty fine. That's okay. We can work with that. We can work with this. Yeah, okay, like a mysterious... sort of a mysterious area where these things are hiding out. Okay, and then can we just put some flat sort of rocks around the edge for the rest of it? No, it's not going to hide them though, is it? People are going to see them. How about, yeah, do you know what? We'll just slap a load of these rocks in. Also, our version's going to go up at some point, isn't it? We're going to get a different version. We'll just sort of throw these rocks in like that. There we go. That'll do. And then we'll pick a different one for this side. Tote it round. Oh, that's a bit smaller. Then we'll go for that one. Then we'll go for that one. That one can probably finish things off. Oh, that went a bit weird. One there and one there. Okay, I like that. That looks good. Can we just get 4 more objects down? 4 things. And then that means that we'll be able to go up to a new version. How about some of these things? Some sort of fancy pants street light things. The Hume's Heights is a place that would have fancy pants street lighting. I think it would. So we'll put one just there, with a gargantuan set of streetlights. One on that corner. We'll put one over... Oh, I wanted to put one near the birds. We'll put one here, actually. We'll put one behind there. So as you come in, it's nicely lit. And there may be a little signpost over here to say, that way are the Oblivion penguins. Look out for the Oblivion penguins. And there we go. We now have our upgrade button. Okay, let's see what we can do then. How's this going to work? What do we get now? We get one of the fancy pants things. We're going to go to version 4. So what can we do? So, Jibs, not bothered about that sort of combat, not really. For us, PvP duels, I'm not sure that that's what CupboardQuest is about still. We don't have that many sort of combat people coming in. Badges might be quite good. So like achievement sort of badges. World history I do like though. I like the idea of world history. Flight paths are in puzzle locations. What's that do? Not yet implemented. Awards +5 to fluff. And then we've got ourselves parties. Unfortunately, not yet implemented. That would be brilliant though, wouldn't it? That would be very, very good indeed. Not yet implemented though. Get +5 to hugs though. And that might make all the players that are here who love the socialising, that might make them a bit happier. Or instant messages. +5 to hugs. How about... let's get parties in, even though I know it's not going to do anything, but then it might lead on to guilds. And I assume guilds isn't in either, but I do quite like the idea of world history. I like the idea of world history. Can we look at that? Oh, hang on a minute. Delay the release. Let's have a look at what our... it's not that one, it's that button. No, hang on. Let me press the right buttons. There we go. Can we see what our sort of settings currently are? What do we have? What is the sort of Jibs, fluff, whatever it is level? What are all those? Can we find out what they are? Do you know, I don't think we can. I'm not entirely sure if we can, but just looking at this, we have almost 1,000 more, okay, just shy, but just about 1,000 more socializers than we do the second highest sort of player type, which is explorers. So I think we try and appeal to the socializers a bit more, maybe make them stick around longer, make sure they don't unsubscribe quite so readily and all that kind of stuff. So we've got these people in, let's keep them, let's make sure they do not leave. So let's have parties. Let's have gaming parties. So yes, okay, yes, it's not implemented. It won't actually do anything. But in-game, we can say that we now have parties plus 5 to hugs. Let us release version 4.0.0 of CupboardQuest now. Okay, splendid. Right, okay, so hopefully people should be happy then. With the socializing people should be absolutely delighted. In fact, you know what? There's quite a lot of people here at the Humes Heights now. 170 people have come over here to have a look at what's going on. That's very encouraging. Oh, I like that. That's good news. That's very good news. Right, okay, let's just watch these things sort of spring into life. At the moment, they're not doing anything because they're not on the network yet. At some point, they will switch on. They look terrifying. Oh, they're really creepy. They are very, very creepy things indeed. Although they do have amazing hats, which is brilliant. I do like the hats. So yeah, they're very odd. They're very, very odd things indeed. But yeah, they're behind this wall just here. Now, what we do need somebody to actually say, do you know what? You might want to go and kill some of those. So let's put them just here. Let's get ourselves a quest giver of, what should we have? Let's have one of our nice characters. How about Master Brewer? Pop a Master Brewer on the corner just there. Right, pause time for a second because everybody's going to jump on this poor Master Brewer. So here we go. Right, so Ingad the Eternal, okie dokie. Right, so kill the Yetis and go to the Oblivion Penguin Zone and kill 5 Oblivion Penguins. Okay, first things first, I'd like you to do a simpler quest. Maybe just bring him a sausage. Bring him a sausage from the tavern, absolutely. And then this one here can be another nice, easy one. So that can just be go and look at the thing, search for more beer. No, not search for more beer. Hang on, can we change the name of that? Check the time, because it's got a clock on it. That will make sense. So check the time, go to the clock tower and enjoy the scenery. And then we move that above. I love the fact that you can drag and drop them. That's brilliant. Right, then cull the spiders. So go, it's not spiders. They're not spiders. No, incorrect. Hang on a minute. Let's edit that. Cull the Oblivion Penguins. So cull the Oblivion Penguins, kill 5 of them, and then this here can be, again, waste the spiders. Not waste the spiders. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? So, okay, waste the Oblivion Penguins. With this one, actually, yeah, let's start that off small. Let's just say, kill 2 of them for there. Then kill, let's have a bit more. So maybe up that to 8. So start off killing 2, easy. Then go and kill 8 of them. And then I think what we do is, let's get ourselves an elite one in there. Let's drop in an elite Oblivion Penguin. And somebody did say about becoming a penguin-based elite. So there you go. So I'm going to do this right now. So currently called Gore Broken. Yeah, again, it's a good kind of classic fantasy sort of MMO monster name. But no, you're not going to be called that because they've got the perfect name. So the person that requested this name said, can I please be an elite penguin monster of some description? So here you are. So this is going to be Moody Penguin, which works out quite nicely because they probably are quite moody because they've got to walk around on these silly little claw things. I suppose the only thing that's stopping them from going into a massive, terrible strop is the fact they're wearing a wondrous hat. So Moody Penguin is in. Did that actually hold? Yes, it did. Okay, so Moody Penguin is in. Welcome to the game, Moody Penguin. And then your last quest, Mr. Quest Giver person down here, is to go over here and kill Moody Penguin. So Moody Penguin gets introduced, and the first thing we do is try and get people to kill them. Okay, there we go. Right, let's see if anybody follows through with the quest from you there. So Master Brew is sitting there. Asden has logged out. Cheerio, Asden. So you're just sort of stood there. So we'll see some people wandering up to him. And eventually, once they've been over to do this, that, and the other, they should then start going up that path. Because, they'll do the easy quest first of go and talk to this. So here we go. Look, here we go. Are you going in? Dawn Defair. Dawn Defair did look a little bit scared going in there. Dawn Defair didn't go in. Don't fear was afeard. Okay, let's see if anybody actually does go in and fight the Oblivion penguins. They kind of get up to here and then run away again. They go up the path and then go, actually, no, I'm alright, thanks. I'm okay. But, I mean, yeah, there's enough of them in there to take on. It should be fine. You should be okay. I love the little groups forming. I do love the little groups of people. Just, down here, you've got Green kind of maybe taking centre stage. Corel there talking about the moon. That's all lovely. Over here, look, a lot of Treants having a little chat. That is wonderful as well. Okay, right, lots of lovely stuff going on. Hopefully somebody will take them on eventually. But there we go. A new bad guy is in. The Oblivion penguins are in. I think it's time we introduce another baddie. So we've got a big bit of space over here. This is Teapot Town. This is our very first region. And over here it's pretty busy. We've got the crocodiles that nobody cares about. We've got the Dwarven City thing. We've got the main area here where people can start. Then you've got kobolds and the floaty ghost birds, the beloved floaty ghost birds. And over here, there isn't really anything over there. So what I'm thinking is we're going to create ourselves a kind of, it's deserty over there. So there's not going to be a lot round here. We're going to put in some sort of wizened old trees and things. But we want to put a new baddie in as well. So firstly, let's just put some deserty looking sort of scenery down. So can we get sort of like thin stick-like trees? Yeah, there, that's perfect. Yeah, so just a few of these just to say, look, it's all, deserty and terrible and isn't it awful? So yeah, a few of those things, maybe a couple of these things as well, just to, remind people that they are in the desert. Then we'll get the path and we'll sort of maybe run the path around the edge across sort of here and bring it through like that. Maybe connect it up to there. That intersection is full. Oh, okay. We can't have it connecting to there. We'll have it connecting to there then, and then a bit coming out to there. That was a very expensive path. Ouch. Okay, that was really, really costly. And then in here, we're going to have something. So this place here once maybe was a forest. Maybe it was once a great big lovely forest. Now it has become a desert. I still think, Joe, what? I still think we need some more of these. We need some more wizened trees. Also, yeah, we can put cactusy things down as well, can't we? Because it's a desert. So this place was once, a nice sort of foresty area. To go with this bit here, it was once foresty, but something terrible befell this place. Something awful happened here. And, well, let's get another cactus. And, so now a new type of monster lives in this sort of abandoned, sad area. And we shall go and create them now. So what we're going to do is, we are going to base our new monster. In fact, let's create them now. Let's click this, and we'll see what we get given first. So we're given a bear. Yay! It seems determined for us to have bears in the game, doesn't it? It loves the bear model. Okay, so we're not going to have a bear. So what we're going to do is we're going to base our new monster on one of our player characters. And we're going to have ourselves a sort of evil Treant character. So I need to go through and just copy the Treants first. I don't think we did too much to them, apart from we made them have a funny stance. A sort of humanoid running stance is what we made them have. So let's go over then. So let's go to our monsters, go to here, and we can go to the prefab and grab ourselves a tree. So go, okay, yes, please. And then go to the stance and say, yep, humanoid run is a quadruped run. There we go, like that. So that's what they're going to be like. They did have a funny little hat on, but we won't put that hat on them. We might have to give them another hat. But so what we're going to do is, these are going to be evil, twisted, nightmarish Treant. So we need to go and fiddle about with the colours and everything else. Of course, though, they are not a bear. They should be known as tea leaves. Now, that might not make much sense. You might be thinking, hang on a minute, they're tea leaves. No, tea leaves is Cockney rhyming slang for thieves. And you might not know what Cockney rhyming slang is, but it's a thing in London they have Cockney rhyming slang where they use, rather than saying a particular word, they use other words that rhyme with that word. So, for example, saying going up the old apples and pears is I'm going up the stairs. Or your trouble and strife is your wife, that kind of thing. And in Cockney rhyming slang, tea leaf is Cockney rhyming slang for thief. So I thought these guys could be tea leaves, which works very well because leaves, they're kind of a tree thing. So they've got leaves, but they could be the ones that go around and try and steal the tea. So they could just be sort of like tea bandits, I suppose. They can go around and try and nick tea off people that's passing. But we do need to make them look slightly more sinister than that because they just look like the Treants. So let's make them look a little bit more evil. So let's bring them in. Yeah, like that. like a sort of mahogany wood, I suppose. Then their eyes can be, I mean, red is always good. Red is always good for evil. Like that. There we go. And then the green, why don't we make the green something like that? Yes. That looks good. I like the look of that. Yeah, like that. That looks all sorts of sinister. What's that? Is that their teeth? Yeah, that's their teeth. Okay, what can we do with their teeth? Their terrifying teeth. Let's make them kind of that colour. Not a blue colour. That doesn't work. There. No, not that either. I quite like the idea of the purple teeth. How about that for their teeth? Like a sort of a yellowing colour, like yellow mouldy teeth. So there you go, that'll do. I don't think we have any of these other colours set up. I don't think they are a thing that we need to worry about. I don't think they're actually on this character model. Doesn't look like it. They're on the sort of torsos of all those other ones, but not of you, evil tea leaf character. So, okay, right, apply that if we lose those. And then I'm quite happy with that, unless we can give it a sinister tail of some description. Have they got a tail? No. We could give it, that just looks ridiculous. That just looks all sorts of wrong. That one's not very good. That one is just a bit sort of weird. Yeah, maybe we don't need a tail. Maybe we don't need a tail. If I was going to pick any, it'd probably be that. But do you know what? No, maybe they go without a tail. So the idea being that the Treants are the good guys, and at some point, I don't know, some dark coffee magic befell some of them, and they branched off and became these terrifying tea leaves. Abilities-wise, do they need another ability? It's a shame there's not a sort of an auto-add ability type thing that gives it a sort of a balanced ability, but they've got swipe, they've got maul. That's generally what they always have, because that's what the bears always have, because it seems determined to make us have a bear. How about then we include something else? How about we add another level 1 ability? What does that do? That causes rage. That uses the rage to cause a bit of health. Have they got any mana? No, they haven't. Okay, let's just have another strong rage-based attack then. They can learn that at level 1. It can cost self-rage. It can cost, how about 3? So -3 rage, and it can cause 4 health damage. Although that might be quite difficult in a... No, this is going to be in the level 1 area, isn't it? That's going to be in the level 1 area. Let's make it a missile range thing. Let's have it the same as that. So self-rage of 1. Level 1. So self-rage of 1. So -1. It's a bit confusing. That there. And target health 2. And it can be a sort of sinister grey colour. There we go. So, attack 3. That's not very good. But that can be melee. So they've got a bit of... not melee. It's supposed to be missile range. So they've got a bit of range attack as well. But attack 3 is no good. We'll call it T-swipe, because that's what we've got to do. They've got to kind of run in and swipe the tea, like the tea leaf that they are. So that'll do. So yeah, it's the same as maul, but it's ranged. It's a missile range thing. So they can attack from up close, and they can attack from far away. So there we go. The tea leaves are in, and now we just need to put them over here. So maybe this is where they once lived, and it was a lovely forest like down here, but now it's turned into this terrifying sort of horrible, barren, deserty wasteland. So let's get these things in, if we can find where they are. We've got quite a lot of different monster types now. Tea leaves, there we go. Do you want a couple of pockets of them? How about we do something a bit different with these? How about we have one in the middle? So that can be a high density one, and we'll put an elite in there. And then can we just have, I need to be aware of the monies. Be aware of the monies. And then maybe a ring around them as though they're protecting the elite in the middle. We'll have like a donut type thing just there. So that can go around like that. And it crosses the path, which is good. So it crosses that path. So anyone going that way might have to do some fighting anyway. And then grab ourselves an elite tea leaf and put you into there. Hang on, pause time for a second. And come out of that. And then go into here and make this one, no, not there, a bit more dense with more monsters in. There we go. There we go. That should look pretty good. I mean, yeah, these monster zones are huge and sprawling, but then again, it is a desert, so it should be a bit like that. But there they are. Oh, they actually look a bit scary. That's quite. Look at its teeth. Ooh, okay, they're a bit scary looking. I don't know if I like them very much. They look quite horrible. I suppose that's the point, though, isn't it? So they are in. Now we do have an elite. So let's find the list of people. What are you actually called? Chill Claw. Yeah, it doesn't really suit because you're not in a cold area. You're in a desert. and you're a tree. So, yeah, let's find the list of people who have requested to be elite monsters, and we'll put someone's name in. There we go. So one of the names on the list was Solidus Fox. So there you go, Solidus Fox. You are an elite, terrifying tea leaf. They are really quite grim looking, aren't they? It's the teeth. I think it's the terrifying sort of wonky, gnashing sort of teeth. But there we go. So you are in. You are the leader of these guys. So yeah, we need to set up some quest givers to actually get people to go out and obviously go and find these. Because at the moment, nobody knows they're there. So how much is a quest giver? Are we able to afford a quest giver? How much are they? 1,000. Oh, that's very expensive. Let's get ourselves... Well, a Treant would make sense. Let's get ourselves a Treant quest giver. Maybe they could go over here. In fact, would they go over this way? Maybe they could go in the canyon. They could sort of be over here, look. Be lurking around near this thing. And they could direct people over that way and say, yes, please, go and kill them. So, yeah, let's make sure. So, Squire Moonfriend Muck. Good name. Find my watch. What? Award-winning quests. Award-winning quests in CupboardQuest. I kind of want you to just have that sole job of going and killing these things. So let's go to here. Let's go to here. So your first one can be go there and just kill a few of them. Go and destroy the spiders. Why is it obsessed with spiders? Not spiders. Tea leaves. So destroy the tea leaves and then massacre the skeletons. Right, yeah, you've got the idea. And then go into the middle there and massacre the tea leaves. Stop calling them spiders. Tea leaves. And then the last one, they've got quite a long way. 563 meters. And the last one is brutalize the floaty ghost bugs. No. Go here and go and kill the big fella. Go and intimidate Solidus Fox. Intimidate him to death. Okay, that'll do. I'm quite happy with that. That's all we want from that. Go there and kill someone in the outside ring. Then go into the middle ring and then kill the big bad in the middle. Is there anything else we can do? Can we point them toward an item of scenery? I don't think we can point them toward those, can we? I don't think we can say, you here, go and look at this crate or something for just a simple sort of finishing thing. Can you go and look at a big sort of thing there? No, unfortunately not. Okay, can we bin that? Can we just get rid of that? Away with your quest. Okay, right. I'm quite happy with that. I'm also a little bit worried that we're running out of money. We've only got 2,000 money. So, right, let's just move time on. Let's see if anybody actually does head out this way and take on these guys. I'm pretty certain that the quest giver has been giving out quests. I'm certain that you have been doing your job. 87! 87 quests have been given and none finished. So 87 today, that would make sense because you've only been here for today. None finished. Okay, so 87 people have got the quest to go out here and fight these things. And I don't think anybody has done it just yet. Maybe it's too tough for our level 1 people. Maybe they're too tricky an opponent. Or maybe they're going to go and get tooled up. Maybe they're going to go and grab a load of stuff from over here or something in the shops and come back out and fight them. I'm not entirely sure. I do not know. I would like to see somebody coming over here and fighting. But yeah, I don't think anybody has fought them. Monsters killed, 0. Monsters killed in that middle ring there, 0. So yeah, nothing. No one's actually taken these things on yet. But they're in. I just wonder if maybe they're a bit too hard. Are they too difficult for our level 1 players to fight? I mean, they're not that difficult, are they? They're not that tricky. They're a bit of a challenge, and people should want a bit of a challenge. I mean, yes, granted, CupboardQuest is not the place to go for combat, really. It's a place where you go to have a chat, because it's CupboardQuest, and you can all have a lovely chat, and it's all very friendly. But you do want a bit of combat. Surely you want a little bit of a fight and a bit of a challenge, and that is what you get here. But no, it seems to be hugely unpopular. Nobody is going over and killing off the tea leaves. That's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping there would be a bit more of a success. Okay, never mind. Right, what we could do is we could put them into some other areas. Because over here, there's a big blank space. We could put some tea leaves over there. And then, I don't know if the quest givers are actually sort of all stacked out with quests down here. But if they are, we could just put another one down. Because we have acquired a little bit of money now. So we could get ourselves another quest giver and put them over there. I think that's what we might do. I don't think we'll put an elite in here. I don't think we'll get an elite. We will just put some tea leaves down. Maybe around that rock. Just a little sort of, a little swirl of them like that. And then clear that out. And then we will go to service. We'll make them Make that high density as well, actually. So build that up. Is actually on the network. No, it is not. Hang on. Pause. Pause. That's not going to work. Okay, that can come from the middle, I think. That can come straight from the middle. It can go to just there. And then to just there. They can have their own little node. Oh, it's so expensive. The network stuff is so costly. Okay, right. Play. Let's make sure that actually works. Get a ping into life. Yeah, anytime soon. Come on, fast speed. They must exist now. There we go. Right, so they are now in the game, which is wonderful. So, yeah, they're wandering around over here. They look, obviously, slightly less terrifying here. They look a bit more green. And that's because this place has got a nice green tint to it. Somebody did say in the comments, I said, can you please turn down the green tint in this place? Because it hurts my eyes. It is quite bright, isn't it? It's quite a bright, a bright green tint. Maybe we will just tone it down ever so slightly to sort of there, maybe. Apply that. Yeah, that's a bit better. That's a little bit nicer. Yeah, everything was quite green. And these guys are supposed to not be green. They're supposed to be sort of terrifying and sinister. They look a little bit more like normal Treants there, galloping around. But yeah, they've still got the red eyes and the horrific teeth. So, okay, so now we just need to make sure that people know that they exist. So yeah, let's get ourselves... where are quest givers? And is there any capacity left for any more quests? Or have you got... has 5 level 2 quests. Yeah, we're going to have to get another quest giver, aren't we? We're going to have to get another one. Okay, that's fine. Yay, majestic sky pigeons. Let's get ourselves a quest giver. Let's have a mushroom elf one. Why not? We'll pop you just there. And we'll pause time for a second because you're going to get completely mobbed by everybody going, new thing, quickly. So, Untitled the Strong. Discover more beer. How about we have a nice basic simple quest first? And yeah, so go there first. Search for the king, who likes to hide out in a clock tower. That's fine. And then go over there and fight... Whoa, where are they? There. Go and kill the... It's obsessed with them being spiders. They're not spiders. They've got spidery... Oh, no, they've not got spidery legs, have they? The Oblivion penguins have got the spidery legs. Kill the tea leaves. So we'll have a smaller one where it says kill, say, 3. That's fine. And this one here... Bring me my watch. Award-winning quest. That one there. Again, obsessed with the spiders. Destroy the tea leaves. And that can be 8. There we go. I'm quite happy with that. Search for the king, because the king loves clock towers. Then go and kill 3 of them. Then go and kill 8 of them. Okay, that's fine. Do we want another one to kill a few more? No, that'll be fine. That'll be okay. So now let's just see that actually works. So some people will go and talk to him. Where are you? Down here. So some people will chat. They'll go over to this. They'll do the first bit of the quest, which is nice and simple. And then he would have gone, okay, yep, good. Now go over here and fight those things, please. So hopefully someone might go over there at some point. I mean, they're all following the paths at the minute. Just leave the paths. Leave the paths, Luke. Are you going in to fight them? Are you going in? No, you are not. Why are people not going in? Hang on, can we just put a path in like that? There we go. Just drop a path in and let's see if that makes any difference. Does anyone now want to go and fight them? I keep putting monsters in and nobody's going to fight them. Why are you just ignoring the monsters? Somebody go and kill some of these tea leaves. Hey, right, who are you, noble, brave person? Avan. Go on, Avan. Go and kill them. Or Avan. Avan. Go and have a fight. And this should be the easy one. This should be like go and kill 3 of them. He's got a wand. He's got a wand with a thing on the end. Good job, Avan. Right, okay. Bash. Right, and Avan. Avan is running away. Avan is legging it, I think. Avan did take some health damage there, but Avan is back on form. Avan is back. Yep, he's backing off to get his health back. That's fine. Oh, he is taking a bit of damage. He's healed himself up with a potion. Randy Phelps. Okay, good job. Last one. Come on, Avan. You can do it. You can do it. He's healed up again. And last one. Last attack on the tea leaf. Boom. Well done, Avan. You have done it. You've completed the quest. And now you're just sort of having a little look around. You're just sort of sitting there socialising with yourself. Just enjoying the scenery, are you? Okay, that's fine. Well done. Yeah, you love this. Look at that. All those stats are looking pretty good. Okay, so at least people are in. At least that is a quest that people are acknowledging exists. And here comes another person. This is Akkad, level 2 mushroom elf. Let's run in and see how you do, Akkad. Have you just done it? You're going home to log out. Oh, okay. Well, here comes Feratarad with, what have you got there? Magic shovel. What on earth is the shiny thing at the end? Hang on, whoa, what have you got? What weapon is this? What have you got in your hands? It is a shovel. Okay, when needs must, when the funds are low, I guess you can just use a shovel to just bash things about the head with. Okay, fine, so you've got that. So yeah, so that is working. People are going over there to fight them. Has anybody come over here yet? Any monsters killed? 0 and 0. I wonder why that's the case. Either it's too difficult, or well, I can't think of any other reason why. Or people just don't care, and they've already moved out of this area because they're level 2 and they just want to go and do some level 2 stuff. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. Has anyone fought the penguins? Has anyone fought our beautiful... Oh, there's a fight going on right now. Who are you? Adatus is taking on the Oblivion penguins. This is wonderful. Go on, give them what for. There you go, boom, and down goes an Oblivion penguin. Oh, yes. And more fighting, more fighting. Adatus. Oh, he's doing well. He's doing very well. That's a nice weapon you've got there. That's very good. That's very choppy looking. Okay, right, that's good. I'm happy with how that's going. So yeah, they're at least in use, and I do like them as a monster. I realised that we didn't get around to creating our new player class. I wanted to get that done. Let's have a quick nose at the actual player classes to see if they've leveled out. What's that now? It's still a D, but I don't know. Only 79 of them now. So what was it before? 71? So I've got 8 more master brewers, and that's it. Mushroom elves are still S. Treants are still S. Warriors are still S. Scouts are still S. I think they do refresh at the end of the day, though, so we might need to check a bit later on when the day rolls round, just to see if that goes up or down or whatever. Do you know what? Let's auto buff them anyway. Let's say yes, Spiritual Teapot uses a bit less mana, and we'll do it again. And Bruferno causes more health damage. Okay, there we go. So we've buffed them a couple of times, just to see if that helps a tiny little bit or not. Yeah, so what we do is, next time, if we have enough money, we've got 10 grand now, we might struggle a little bit. We could do with some more cash. We might run the game on. I'd like to get this area just here, this region, because that is, I think, one of the biggest regions on the map. And I'd like to make that a level 5 region. Because I think if we look at the grid, we've got 1s, 2s, 3s, a 4. And yes, I suppose we could make that a level 5 because you go from level 2 here. You can't go from a 2 to a 5 straight away. You have to work your way round. But that's absolutely fine. You can use the sky pigeons to do that. You can use the majestic sky pigeons and have a little fly around, and it's all beautiful. So yeah, I might buy this area, and I've got an idea for this. I've got a good idea for what I want from this place. And what we'll do is, it will go well, it will go nicely with our new player class. So I think what we'll do is we'll buy this area, if we have enough money, we'll sort of build it a bit, and then we will introduce the new player class that I have in mind, which is very, very exciting. So yes, we'll get them in next time out, I think, as we build up this new Fancy Pants region just here. A level 5 region to give the level 5 players something to do as well. They can come in here and have a little explore around this place. So yes, we'll finish up for now and get all that stuff done for next time. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be very, very splendid indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in MMORPG Tycoon 2 in the lovely lands of CupboardQuest. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time.
This is never going to end well if it's just me having to use my own wits and skill to survive. Beer! Drink! Can I just get leathered? That'll make me warm. Yes, like a drunk man trying to find his way to the bar. I don't know what I'm doing. I can play darts. 340! You've took on my monster munch. Where's all the monster munch?